Very good morning to all. I'm very happy to welcome you all to this video. Today in this video we are going to discuss about the basic shell programming. So how the shell commands can be executed in Linux operating system. So before we go that, as a part of a prerequisite, what we need to have here is any versions of or any distribution of Linux is what we needed. So if you want to know the installation steps of Linux, so you can refer my previous video, which I will give the link on the top right corner. In that video, I've clearly explained the step-by-step versions of installing the Linux over VirtualBox. Even the installation of VirtualBox I've explained very clearly. You can refer it. And today we are going to see about the shell commands or shell programming. Okay, so in order to open that shell programming, so in whatever the Linux versions which we have, you can go and use for the terminal. The terminal is very common to all. So here I am going to demonstrate with Mac OS. So need not to worry, because I am working with Mac OS and I am instructing you people to work with any distribution of Linux. So please, nothing bothering. Please don't get bothered. All the Linux distributions and for the Mac OS, the commands are very same. The commands can be easily executable, and it is very common for all the Linux distributions. So need not to worry about anything. Okay. So all the commands which I work here is will also work exactly in any distribution of Linux. So don't bother. So before we go to that, let me give you a short introduction about this shell commands or shell scripting. Okay, so what is this shell? Shell is an environment, okay, that provides us to communicate with the hardware, with the computer system. See, whatever the commands that we provide, okay, the commands are the instructions that we want this computer system to do for us, and that will be instructed through instructions. That is what we call as a command, and those commands will be interpreted into the machine known language, and this machine will do accordingly what we expected, and that is what we call as the shell commands. And we have an other way also to read the keyboard inputs as an instruction. So in commands we just keep typing on keyboard, so it senses the keyboard typing and takes this as an input, and accordingly it will get a job done from the computer system. And apart from that, we have another way of giving instruction. So that instruction can be mentioned in a file, meaning this computer system can read the inputs from the file, and that file is what we call as the script file, and that script file will be done in a shell environment, and that is what we call as a shell scripting. So through shell scripting also, it is possible for us to instruct the system to get some job done. So these are the basic differences between the shell commands and the shell scripting, and both things can be done in a shell environment. So let's proceed. Let's move on to the commands. So what are the basic commands that we need to know about the shell commands? Okay. So before we go, so what I wanted to tell you is the basic working with the basic commands which we need to know about. So what are the, because we have different versions of shells are there. So to know about the different shells, you can go for the cat command. Hope we know what is the purpose of having a cat command. So cat command will keeps us instructing and keeps us to get some information about the system directories. That is possible with the cat command. So that is what we are going to, the /etc/shells. So meaning what are all the different shells that is available in this operating system. So whatever the versions that you use, you may go for Ubuntu, Fedora, Mint OS, anything. Yeah, the shells are nothing but the environment. What are the different types of shells that is supported by this operating system? So here in Mac OS, in Mac operating system, these are the different the shells that is supported. See, the bash, csh, dash, ksh, sh, tosh, zsh. So these are all the different types of shells that are very supporting in Mac. When you execute the same command in any Linux operating system, Ubuntu, it may differ, but by default bash, dash, csh and sh. These are all the very common for all the distributions, and remaining keeps changing for the different versions of the different distributions of Linux. Okay, so this gives us about the different types of shells that we have. So what is that sh? Sh is the very old Unix programming language, Unix programming command that works only with the Unix. And today we are going to talk about the bash commands. So what is that bash command? What's the difference between sh and bash? See, bash is nothing but a born again shell with some updations to the sh. Whereas in sh it works with Unix in the sense it cannot support the guy operations. The guy feature is not available in sh. So if that has been made available with sh, we call as bash, born again shell with guy support. So that is the difference between the bash and normal sh. And today we are going to see about the bash. Okay, fine. So now we have seen the different types of shells. Okay, and next we are going to see the location of the bash. So what type of bash we are going to see, going to work, and which bash file we are going to work. Okay, if you type this, and automatically that gives you the location, so where your bash lies. Okay, what is the directory, in which directory your bash lies. So this gives you the location of your bash. Okay, so this will be very much common to most of the operating systems. All right, and next what we are going to see is, now we are going to create a file. Okay, so using this touch command, I'm going to create a file name, a new file name, say like a new dot sh. Okay, so this sh is must give, that is the proper way of mentioning any file names with extensions. In fact, when you create a file with touch, the extension is not necessary, but it is a right way to go with that. So now a touch has been using touch, we have created a new file name. So if I give ls-yale, okay, so here I could point out the file, like here the new .sh. So this is the newly created file. Okay, the meaning here is the first RW, it mentions the permissions of the root user, and the next second three letters, three spaces, it provides you the permissions for the group names or the groups that we have. And the last, this half explains, I'm sorry, so this last half, yeah, it mentions the present user. So what are the permissions that the present user have? Okay, so in order to have the permission access, the file permission access of ls minus al gives you the file permission details. Okay, fine. So this is what we have done. Okay, so now we have file has been created, and with that created file I have to start my programming, a simple programming, right? So for that I can use any kind of editors. So we have gedit, vi editors, vim, and nano. So these are all the various editors that we could use normally. So I'll go with this vi. So vi new.sh. If I provide that, your file will be opened. So here, if you want to type any new commands here, please type the letter I. So look here, only if it changes to insert here. Okay, yes, it is possible for us to have our commands typed here, right? So what I'm doing, I'm just typing hello echo good morning. Okay, so now I've typed. So I want to save the things which I've typed here to the file as new.sh. So how it can be done? Just type escape shift colon wq, save with quit. That is the meaning. Sure, w colon escape shift colon wq with quit. All right. So now I'm going to execute the file. So how it can be done? Dot slash new dot sh. So the file name should be given. All right, the permission denied. So this is what the right output I was expecting. Okay, because already we have seen the file permissions of this new file. Okay, so we are not allowed to execute this file. So in order to change the permissions, what we can have is just type change mod, and I want this execute permission that has to be added. Execute permission has to be added to this file and the file name. Okay, yes. So now if I execute and possibly look here, I have the permission to execute that file. In previous condition it is not possible. So now let me show you, you will have a more clarity towards. So look here, the new.sh. So look at the file permissions. When we are talking about this file permissions in one of my previous command, see, look here, this X permission is not allowed, but here this user is having this executable permission. So this is how you can change the permissions in any file. Okay, so this is how you can create a file with touch, and simple coding can be written by typing insert and quitting back, coming back, escape shift colon WQ. That is all. So a simple shell scripting can be created by this way. Alright, thank you. We'll see with the next video. Bye.